Hello everyone, hope you're doing good and welcome back to my channel. Today we are at day 20 of the daily ritual challenge of December month, and we have an easy question in front of us. But there are some tricks here, you will get to know why if this question comes into why you will you are very likely to fail. We will discuss that as well, okay? So this question 2706, buy two chocolates, okay? Uh, First of all, see the inputs given to us, then it will make much sense while reading the question, okay? So we are given an array called prices and we are given an integer called money, okay? And we ultimately return an integer, okay? Let's see what the question is. So the same thing you mentioned, we are given integer price representing the prices of various chocolates in a store. Okay, and you are also given a single integer money, which represents your initial amount of money. Okay, you must buy exactly two chocolates in such a way that you still have some non-negative leftover money. See the way they have given the question non-negative. What is non-negative? It basically means you can either have zero or you can have a positive leftover money. Okay, you would like to minimize the sum of prices of the two chocolates you buy. What this statement means is that your aim is to maximize the leftover money that you have, which will basically mean you have to minimize the sum of the prices of the two chocolates that you're going to purchase. Okay, so I hope my statements are making sense to you. If you are seeing this question for the first time, I hope just by listening to what the description I'm mentioning, you will be able to solve this question. Okay, return the amount of money you will have left over after buying the two chocolates. Okay, so after you purchase the two chocolates, you will have some leftover money. You will have to return that. Okay, if there is no way you can buy two chocolates before ending up in debt, okay, then return money as it is. Remember, the chocolates may be costlier, the some of the chocolates may be costlier than the money which you have. In that case, you will have to simply return the money because you will not be able to afford the two chocolates. So simply you will have to return the money from the function, okay, in from the solution function of return the money variable as it is. Okay, otherwise, yeah, return the amount of money you will have left over. See, there are two cases. If the sum of the two chocolates are less, I mean, the sum of the price of the two chocolates are less than or equal to the money which you have. In that case, you will have to return the leftover money. If you are seeing that the sum of the price of the two chocolates is greater than the money which you have, in that case, you will not be able to buy the chocolates. In that case, you have to return the money as it is. I hope this question makes sense. And as they mentioned, it's a very, very simple question, but there's a trick here. Okay, why, if this question comes in interview, why you are most likely to get rejected? I will tell you that why. So yeah, let us see the question. Let us see the example. This is the example given. It makes sense that we have to select, reduce the amount of the, like, reduce the price of the two chocolate which you are purchasing. So it will make sense if we take one and two, right? So one and two is sum of one and two is three, and in the money we have is three. In that case, we will have nothing left over. So the answer is zero. In this case, again, it makes sense to have two and three as one. The chocolate which you are going to purchase, the price of the chocolate which you are going to purchase, the sum is going to be five. Definitely, this amount is greater than the money which we have. Okay, so we will not be able to buy it. We'll have to return the money as it is. So the answer is going to be the money as it is. Okay, three. These are some of the constraints. The constraints clearly mentions why it is called an easy question. It clearly mentions. Remember one thing: the price length is going to start from two, and remember we'll also have to purchase two chocolates. So this removes one of the edge cases which we should have taken. If the length, if it starts from one, then we'll have to take edge case that we will not be able to purchase two chocolates. Okay, that is not needed currently because of this constraint. So let us now come to the approach. So first of all, we discuss the brute force approach. This approach, I'm sure many of you, like almost everyone of you, will be able to code, and we will see how it is not the best way, and why if you code in this way, you will not be selected for the interviews. Okay, we'll see that. So let us. Everyone knows that if you have to get the smallest and the second smallest number in array, we'll have to sort it out, right? That is fine. Then as simple as that, I'm taking a cost variable and adding the price of the least costliest chocolate and the second least costliest chocolate, and I'm calling it as a cost. Then I'm simply comparing if cost is less than or equal to money. In that case, I will be able to afford it, so I'll have to return the money minus cost. In any other case, I will not be able to afford it, and I have to return the money as it is. Let me quickly run and show you. Yeah, as you can see, it's getting accepted. And if you talk about its space and time complexity, this is where you will be really drilled in the interview, in a programming interview, I'm saying, and not in an online assessment. If you're in an online assessment, you should definitely try the solution first. If it is rejected only, then you should think of optimized way. Okay, so what are the time complexity in this case? We are involving a sort operation. It definitely involves n log n. In the see, n log n is the least needed to sort in optimized way, right? So yeah, in this case, n log n. And if you talk about space complexity, We are taking into consideration the inbuilt space complexity required for a sort function. In Python, it is O of n. In other languages, it may go to log n, but still in Python, it is O of n. So this is the space and time complexity which we have. Space complexity is coming from the sort function, which is like the internal way, the way it is defined. We need O of n extra. And yeah, this is the time complexity for this is the least possible time complexity for any sort basically. And yeah, we are having this. Yeah, remember, the array need not have any properties as such. It can be anything. Okay, they have nowhere mentioned that it will be in ascending order, descending order, any already, right? They have not mentioned anything. So we have to take this as the least possible, the best possible case of a sort which will take for this particular scenario. Okay, so yeah, that's all it is. But now the interviewer will ask you, right? You just need the smallest and the second smallest element. But if you are using a sort function, basically you are also arranging other elements in ascending order, right? Is there a need for it? Obviously there is no need for it. You only need the smallest and the second smallest, right? You don't have to arrange other elements also in the ascending order. You're wasting a lot of compute power and space while doing that. So obviously it is not optimal solution. These are the disadvantages of this solution. And remember one thing: whenever easy question comes in interview, definitely be ready to code it. See, you will at least have to code one optimized approach than the previous approach. Definitely will have to code two solutions. One is the brute force and another is the optimized approach. This will always be there whenever there is an easy question. Okay, definitely in the 30 minutes of whatever minutes you get, you will have to code at least two solutions, right? So these are the disadvantages of the solution. I have explained you very clearly that you don't need to sort every element. You just need the smallest and the second smallest element. So how to do that? Few days back in the same lead code challenges, we had done this already. I will again show you how to do it. For now, just remember the space and time complexity here, and then we'll compare it with the optimized one. Okay. So now coming to the optimized solution, we are defining two variables. Okay, so the small one and small two. Small one basically refers to the smallest, the smallest number present in that, the smallest price present in that given array. Small two refers to the second smallest price given in that array. So for now, I'm defining it with the max possible in numbers, float of infinite and float of infinite. If you are a fresher, please note these things down somewhere. Okay, this will help you a lot in while doing the online assessments or even in interviews. Okay, instead of hard coding it to a particular number, because you see one thing you can do is you can also see the prices of I make max is going to be 100. You could have also taken 100 or something like that. But still, irrespective of what they've given here, if you want a solution which will work everywhere, this is the one which you should use. Okay, so I have explained to both the cases. Okay, now coming to how to do it, I will be revolving around the array. This is what I'm going to do. If I for every I will be checking if it is smaller than small one. If it is smaller than small one, definitely will have to change the small one. Okay, this is what I will do. But before doing that, I will do one more thing. I will pass the small one's value to small two. Remember, small one is the smallest, small two is the second smallest, right? So I will definitely have to change the small one because I found a number smaller than that. But before doing that, I will transfer the small one's value to this small two. Okay, that's what it is. If this is not the case, that is, if I is not smaller than small one, then remember, if a number is not smaller than the smallest number, still there is a possibility, right? It could be smaller than the second smallest, which we have currently seen. So in that case, again, I will in the else condition I'm checking if it is smaller than small two or not. I'm just seeing whichever is the minimum of among them, small two or I, just take the minimum of them and transfer it to small two. As simple as that. Please try to understand the thinking here. The thinking is important. Coding anyway you can do this, not a very different kind of coding which you're doing here, right? Thinking is important. Otherwise, you will have learn lots of errors coming. You will design a solution, at last you will get to know that there are some peculiarities, there are errors coming. You will have less time to code then because of the interview is going to end. Okay, I'm transferring small twos. There is small ones variable to small two. Then I'm updating small one. In the other case, when I is not smaller than small one, then definitely there could be a case that I may be smaller than small two. That's what we are ensuring that if it is so, we are taking the most optimal value for small two. As simple as that. Okay. Once we come out of this loop, we will have small and small two's value, right? Remember, the array will have definitely have two elements. That's what I'm already said in the starting of the question itself. I'm not defining any conditions like if the length of the array is less than 2, you will return the money as it is, something like that. I'm not doing that because it's clearly given the at least two elements are there in the price array. Okay, that's why I'm confident that the solution will not break even in that case. If this two elements, only two elements are present, right, this will not break. Then I'm calculating the cost of the smallest possible price. I'm calculating the cost of that. Then and the same thing I'm doing which I did in the brute force solution also. If the cost is less than equal to money, you'll have to return money minus cost. That is, you will be able to afford it, and you have to return the remaining money. If you are not able to afford it, you will have to return money as it is. As simple as that. Now, if you talk about the space and time complexity, I hope you remember what was the complexity of the brute force. So let us compare. It is O of n. Okay, it is O of n. In the previous case, it was O of n log n. Okay. Now coming to time complexity, you will see a major difference. It is going to O of one. Why I'm saying O of one or O of constant? See, the space complexity. I am dividing, declaring two variables. Then I'm declaring another variable. So this is not, dependent on n. Okay. So whatever be the value of n, always I'm going to declare three variables. So it is not dependent on n. That's why I'm saying it's O of constant or O of one. Okay. It will always take the same thing, whatever be the value of n. So it is O of one in this case. In the previous case, as you might have seen, it is O of n. Okay. So definitely the optimal solution works in a great way. Okay, works in a great way. And if you talk about the space complexity, sorry, the time complexity, it is O of n. In the previous case, it was O of n log n. So let me quickly put a question to you. This question you have to answer in the comment section, which is, for a high. Please remember, listen this question properly. You will definitely get this kind of questions if you have an easy question. Okay, you will definitely get some of the, harder, I can say, like follow up questions, like this. Okay, even I was asked this question first. Okay, so you will have to tell me for a higher value of n, which is better, which is better time complexity, O of n log n or O of n. Again, I will repeat the question. For a, higher value of n, which is the better time complexity, it is O of n or O of n log n. Please Google it out, or if you know the answer, please comment below. These things are very important. Okay, see, if the solution, the question is easy, it does not mean you will you will, clear the interview. Remember, if it is easy for you, it will be easy for others also. So, to get that extra mark, you will have to, always have some experience there. Okay, if you are thorough with the space and time complexities, and if you are, very clear in mind that, yeah, I will design the, worst possible solution first, then I will be able to optimize it further. If you do in that approach, then definitely you will get the interviewer's attention, and definitely there is a high chance you will be passing to the next round. So yeah, fine, that was all for today. And if you want all these answers, I can paste it in the comment section. Please comment below if you want the answers to be pasted in the comment section. I can do that from the next video onwards, or even for this video. So yeah, that was all for today. If you like my efforts, please do subscribe to my channel. It really gives us a, good motivation to do further. It takes a lot of time to, even after my daily schedule as a SD in one of the prominent companies, I take out time and, clear, code the videos and show you. Okay. And by the way, I've already coded the solution for the today's problem of the day for Geeks for Geeks. Maybe you can check that out as well. And this revolves around the topic of bit manipulation, or in particular, it revolves around the topic of XOR. I hope you will like this video as well. So yeah, fine, that was all for today. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.